Kalalali Hawabash Mashai Mashamakanash, the Baranas, the apostles of Shemasi, Muslim Shalom to the brothers in the highways and byways, pushing this word in sincerity and in truth. Right, this is a shot from James Vigilant, and the topic is, are we ready? Fuck you, Esau. Right, because the time of coming in, it's the end, yo. It's the end of all things, the end of Esau's kingdom, right? And there's a point of no return, no turning back, right? Yeah, so are we ready to say, fuck you, Esau? Because Esau shall come in as a flood, as the scripture mentioned, right? When he sees that, yo, we are basically out of here, right? When he sees that whatever he's doing is not working, he will come in as a flood, right? And he will basically smite and not spare, right? So are we prepared to say, fuck you, Esau? Right? Are we prepared to take the examples of the scriptures as of righteous men that did not bow down to the image of Baal, right? Did not worship the kings, stood stiffly for the truth of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, right? Are we consistent in this truth? Because that is important for the time to come in the refusal, because we have to build up that faith in order to say, fuck you, Esau, right? So this is Matthew 13, no, I mean 13 and 23. But he that receives seed in the good ground is he that hear the word and understand it, which also bears fruit and bring forth some 100-fold, some 60, and some 30. Right, some 30. Right, and this shows that you just have to be consistent in this truth, yo. You have to do the work as the Lord commands, right? And you just pray that the Lord keep the spirit on you, yo, that you don't depart from this truth. Because especially now, all these things that we've been waiting for is basically coming now, right? The two major prophecies, World War III, which can kick off anytime now, right? As in full-fledged world war, which will basically entitle of famine, plagues, pestilence, and the sword, right? And that will be happening in all over the world, yo, right? And then they had a major prophecy, which is the Star-Fired Egypt, yo, right? The mark of the beast. So those can kick off very, very soon, you know, right? Because the device is created already, and it's just to be implanted, right? So here we have to build ourselves in this truth. Right, this is 2 Timothy 2 verse 1. It said, "Thou therefore, my son, be strong in grace that is in Yahushua Mashiach, and the things that thou hast heard of me among my witnesses, the same commit thou to faithful men, who shall be able to teach others." Right? So it's committed to us, right? The men, the faithful men, right? Not of works, but of faith, right? And through our faith, we do the work, So it's committed to faithful men, um, who shall be able to teach others. And that is why we go out there in the highways and byways, the hedges, week in and week out. And that is why we are doing these videos consistently, because we have that hope, we have that faith that doing this work will basically prepare us for the time to come here, right? To make us closer to the Lord, that He will protect us in the times to come. Right? He said, no man that warreth entangle himself with the affair of this life, that he may please Him who had chosen him to be a soldier. Right? So we want to please the Lord Yahweh Shem Shai. Right? So we push this truth first, and then let everything else follow here. Right? Our daily bread follow after. But we push this truth first, right? You say, and if a man also strive for mastery, yet is he crowned, and if a man also strive for mastery, yet is he crowned, except he strive lawfully. Right? So the way to get the crown is to be consistent in this truth, right? And ultimately, the Lord choose His elect, right? But the major thing there is to strive, right? Strive lawfully, strive for the good work, right? This is Wisdom of Solomon 5:1. It said, then shall the righteous man stand in great boldness before the face of such as have afflicted him, and made no account of his labor. Right? So we're going to stand in great boldness, right? In the times to come, if we are protected by the Lord Yahweh Shem Shai, we will stand in great boldness, right? So bold that when Esau ready to behead some of us, right, we will look in his face and say, fuck you, Esau, right? Because we know what's next, and we know that we are next as Hebrew Israelites, right, looking towards the kingdom, right, knowing that when Esau start this, it's basically the wrapping up of his kingdom. When he start to behead the elect, it's the wrapping up of his kingdom. It's no more time remaining for him, you see. And all these, even our own people, when they see, they're going to be amazed, right? They're going to be amazed because they walk past consistently and be like, yo, go your yard and everything that is body. So they that are programmed by Esau Edom will be amazing, right? Because they're looking for the Christians to be saved, right? The most holiest. So when they see it, they shall be troubled with terrible fear, and shall be amazed at the strangeness of his salvation, so far beyond all that they look for. Right? And just for example of how bold we should be, Right? This is second Maccabees 7 and verse yeah, we're just gonna get to the point. It's a good book, but we just wanna get to the point. Yeah, we're not even gonna read it no further. This is second Maccabees 7 and verse 20. So, but the mother was marvelous above all and worthy of honorable memory. For when she saw her 7 sons slain within the space of one day, she bare it with a good courage. No, not this one. Oh yeah, down further. Alright, she bare it with a good courage because of the hope that she had in the Lord. Right, so we got to be, the woman is weak of esau, and she did this. Right, so we got to be we got to be more than this, right, because we are men, we are the leaders. Right, and as brother has been mentioning, say these women in the faith is gonna go through it here, so even you got to be ready to say fuck you Esau, and know that the kingdom will come after you. Right, it's a yea, she exhorted every one of them in her own language, filled with courageous spirit, and store up her womanish thoughts with a manly stomach. She said unto them, right, I cannot tell how you came into my womb, for I neither gave you birth nor life, neither was it I that formed the members of every one of you. Right, and you can read, go down further here, but she store up her womanish thoughts with a manly stomach. She did not think emotionally, she think like a man. Say, oh, why the hell would I bail when you messed up my kids, right? Why would I freak out and basically give in to your offer when you messed up my kids, right? So fuck you Esau, right? And that's what we all should say as men of the Lord, right? Your kingdom is finished, Esau, Edom, right? It's time for our kingdom, and the scripture says Esau the scripture says Esau is the end of the world and Jacob is the beginning of it that followed it. So I pray that the Lord keep the spirit on us all, right, who's doing this work in sincerity and in honesty, so when those times come, we can truly say this, we can truly say this, because it's no turning back, as you can see, it is no turning back, it's just forward, it's just the wrapping up of Esau's kingdom, and it's just that, so with that you say Kalalal Yahweh Shem Shai Bashim Kadash. Shalom to the apostles, the learners, right? Shalom to brothers out there pushing this earth in sincerity and in truth. Shalom.